YouTube, hello, welcome to what is more than likely the final part, I think, of Dishonored. I think this is the last mission. This should be the last mission.
Best to Emily. After she's on the throne, she won't have time for an old man like me.
Bye, Sam.
I knew you were sharp, Corvo. But somehow you managed to get through all this mess without losing sight of what really matters. For that, I respect you. The city's gonna pull itself.
Emily banged her head in confusion. They dragged her crying into the waiting boat. She called your name.
I think I'm gonna aim for that pipe. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. So this time I'm going to do this without setting off the giant turret.
She's on the throne, she won't have time for an old man like me. I knew you were sharp.
Yeah, sorry Sam, I can't listen to your monologue every time. Oh. Can I get on that? God, the height on this is not great. Also, I guess hovering in midair with your blink is only a Dishonored 2 thing? Because this is the last mission and I still don't have it. Unless I'm missing something. Made it.
Emily banged her head in confusion. They dragged her crying into the waiting boat. She called your name. You are like the rivermen. They spread their nets wide and pull up all manner of things. The sweet, the deadly, the poisonous. All together in one catch.
Yeah, he's not gonna drown. He may piss himself, but he won't drown. Okay, I think that's for the wall, right? Yeah.
Team member. Possible. No.
Yeah. What am I doing up here? This is a neat place to be, but I don't see any function to it. Disable both wall of lights, just for the fun of it, I guess. Guess this is just the control room setup. Don't think I can. Go ratward. Okay, where's that going? To the arc pylon. I've got to be careful about the arc pylon. Damn it. Hello. it's just another way in. God, there are so many ways in this game. Level design truly is impeccable. Damn it. Yeah, there's a problem.
Your usefulness is spent. They long for news of your death.
Thanks, Jessamine. Appreciate it. Okay, I think I'm safe to save here.
Callista tried to protect her, but they pulled the child from her arms. Oh, the curses she spat at them.
GOG, I don't want to update right this second. GOG just pulled me out of my game to ask me if I wanted to update. I didn't even know that program was open in the background. You wait there. You know what? This corner's out of the way enough that I think I should be safe leaving him there.
Callista tried to protect her, but they pulled the child from her arms. Oh, the curses she spat at them. The great ships had stopped bringing their hulls. They left in great haste, scattering like insects, eager to bore into the nests you made for them. Emily bowed her head in confusion. They dragged her crying into the waiting boat. She called your name.
I'm coming, Emily! You will very loudly have a nap in this pipe. Okay, where am I going to leave this guy to not get caught? Because I can't just dump him in the river, because that'd kill him. I don't know if that guy will have a path up here. I think it might be safe to leave him here. Yeah, I think if they, even if they like path this way, it's
That might be worth checking out.
the rat tunnel.
Emily banged her head in confusion. They dragged her crying into the waiting boat. She called your name.
Hey, where'd that second guy go? Is that him there? How did he... I'm gonna reload a save just in case that guy's dead. If he's like accidentally clipped out of the map and died. Should be fine. Ow.
What was that?
What we're not going to do now is jump over that barrier.
Wait, who it? Firing!
Let's see about this. Have a gooses.
Now what? I need more men! Come on, bleed!
Maybe I go over instead of under? But not like that.
Who turned off the wall of light by the dock? Is that a good idea? Couldn't tell you. The whole place.
Do I have to take the lift? Guess that guy's just not gonna... Lift activates and he just didn't care. Not paid enough. And of course no one to greet me at the top, because why would there be? Don't know why the resolution on specifically this one lift is so
Emily banged her
well.
head in confusion. They dragged her crying into the waiting boat. She called your name.
You can tell he's evil because he had a giant statue of himself built. he killed Martin and Trevor?
Remember when this was just a dream shared by a few angry, desperate men in the back room of a bar? Lord Trevor Pendleton, neglected youngest son, bullied by your brothers. Martin, such a clever, his talents wasted until he found his fate. Callista, the nursemaid. Bitter Piero, dejected from the academy. Samuel, a useless old man, hungry for purpose, couldn't be with us tonight. Unjustly dismissed from the Navy over an affair of honor. My friends, the times we've had. I'm almost sorry this moment has come. Our enemies have fallen. We've put an empress on the throne who will take years to grow up. And by the time she does, she'll be ours. She's young. Emily the First could reign for 60, 70 years if she's kept safe. Oh, what we could do in that time. Look how much we've changed the city already. The golden age is coming. And no one will ever know what I had to do for it. You won't tell, will you? This is all Martin's fault. We hadn't helped Corvo get out of prison. Corvo hadn't been so damn good at his job. We hadn't gotten greedy, afraid. Always too sure that was my problem. Never hesitated. Too sure of what I wanted. Too sure of what I wanted to do when other men stopped to consider. Saw it as a weakness. I know Corvo's coming for me just like he came for the others. Crossing the island below like it was nothing. It's only a question of how and when. I'm lacking a countermove. It's all fallen apart. All the steps that led us here made sense. When I was young, I went to sea, took command of a ship, and made aimless men into sailors. Made a collection of boats into a navy. Then founded a conspiracy and almost led an empire. No compromise. Never showed mercy. Never showed weakness. I showed the world what mattered. Will and vision. And not being afraid of getting dirty. And now, I'll lose it all to a man with a faster sword hand. Or is it that he has a slower sword hand? There's something wrong with war. It'll make a good story for the history. I'll have a good epitaph. In his time, he commanded a noble lord, a high overseer, and an empress. The man who brought down a titan. Admiral Havilland, son of the high ocean.
Although Havel's just admitted defeat. Like in the High Chaos ending, he's like fighting and scraping for everything he has. But in this ending, he's just...
Did you think I'd fight you, Corvo? Sorry to disappoint. This is yours. The key to Emily's cell. She'll be glad to see you. You made quite an impression on her. Did you know that? She asked about you constantly. Where you were, what you'd been doing. I told her. In the end, I told her everything. From the start, when we had such noble goals in mind, to the end, when we were afraid, fighting in secrecy about who we could trust and who we had to kill. Arguing over who would act as new Lord Regent. And she listened, eyes wide. She's become an interesting girl. If she lives, she'll make a memorable empress. Go ahead. Kill me or take me to Coldridge Prison. Make your choice. She'll be watching.
Who is that? Admiral Havelock? If you don't let me out, I'm going to make you stand in a corner until you learn how to behave. Corvo? Who's there?
I think he did technically detect me, though.
Remember when this was just a dream shared by a few and
Done such things, cowardly things that I'm ashamed of. How could anyone ever forgive us? Would they? Even if things are better? No, that's not how it works. Once the bureaucrats step in, everything gets muddy. If anyone ever knew we'd all lose our heads for this, no one can know. And could we ever control Emily with Corvo around? That's the question that sticks in my mind. We need to make our final move, and we need to make it cleanly. No loose ends. Only a few in the know. The ones with the most to lose.
Yeah, so in High Chaos, he's like up on this balcony here. And he's like holding Emily near the edge. Okay, this incredibly dramatic music is incredibly dramatic, but I do kind of want to have a look around this place. Okay, let's stop this very dramatic music playing now.
Who is that? Admiral Havelock?
Once again, I appreciate a video game with a bathroom in it.
Stand in a corner until you learn how to behave. Corvo! I knew you'd come. Is it going to be okay now? Will I be Empress?
Yeah, I didn't get clean hands. I got Shadow, but I didn't get clean hands because I killed those Weepers.
So ends the interregnum, and now Emily Caldwin I will take her mother's throne after a season of turmoil. You will stand at her side, Corvo, guiding her young mind and protecting her from those who seek to exploit her or cause her harm. You watched and listened when other men would have shouted in rage. You held back instead of striking. So it is with the passing of the plague and Emily's ascension, comes a golden age, brought about by your hand. In decades hence, when your hair turns white and you pass from this world, Empress Emily,
The doll.
Emily the Wise, at the height of her power, will lay your body down within her mother's great tomb, because you are more to her than royal protector. Farewell, Corvo.
I don't know if this music is copyrighted or not. I'm enjoying this slideshow, but Susan Sarandon played Granny Rags. Alternate speech streaker Carrie Fisher. Is this? Like... Yeah, Granny Rags is Susan Sarandon. Callisto's Lena Headey. Alternate street speaker is Carrie Fisher. Chloe Grace Moretz is Emily Coldwin. Jessamine is played by Wendy from South Park, apparently. Because that's the picture IMDb used. I had no idea this game had such a cast. That's the end of Dishonored. The end of the main game. I guess there's the DLCs. Knife of Dunwall and Brigmore Witches. Trials is just like challenges. Is it this one? Whenever they introduce Weepers. I failed the I failed to get clean hands. I think maybe I'll stop this recording and then record the DLCs separate. Just to keep this like Dishonored finale and then upload Dishonored to like DLC part 1. So goodbye YouTube. Thank you for watching.